Hello guys, welcome to another video on this channel. Today I will be playing the Bounty Necker list that I reached 2720 MMR last season with. I changed the list a bit. It used to play Knickers and Kalkstein, but you don't have provisions anymore to fit both of these cards, as Golden Necker received the one provision nerf, so I decided to include Roach instead of Knickers for even more tempo round 1 and just cut the Kalkstein completely from the list. This makes you weaker into decks like Frost or Nilfgaard with locks, but it gives you more round 1 tempo, which is good for blue coin, which we got now. So this list tends to struggle on blue coin. Need to be careful not to lose on even, which can happen sometimes. Roach is gonna help with that, especially against a deck like Gift. Like, I'm pretty concerned about not losing on even here, so we kinda want to play for as much tempo as possible from the get-go. So I'm gonna open with Gellert. I mean, Gift shouldn't have any poisons, so this should be pretty safe. Let's just see what the opponent does. If my opponent goes for like early Oquin, I might consider even playing like Hysteria and Leader, honestly. Because I kinda have to deal with the Oquin. This engine is less scary, I would say. So yeah, against Gift, I think against Gift, my main objective for this round is to just not lose on even. I'm gonna do this as well. This protects the morale against the rebuke. Yeah, it's very committal, but I think it's something that I simply have to do here. I have to respect the Gift's ability to slam points very quickly. And yeah, we really don't want to lose on even, because then my opponent gets to bleed me for free, essentially, and okay, he's playing non-devotion Oak Critters. Alright, sure. Sure. I'll just take this. I think I'm just gonna use the Crystal Skull now, so I can keep clicking the Gellert. And yeah, we will see what my opponent does. I mean, I might keep playing if they play really slow. So let's see. Like, this is a pretty slow play, so I feel like it's fine to just take the Hysteria, honestly. Farm some more Leader and Ignatius value. I don't really feel too threatened here. My opponent doesn't have any engines on the board. I can play a Plunder next to spend some coins, maybe. Like, at this point, it would be nice to win the round if my opponent is not committing Oquin. And yeah, it's a non-devotion deck, so I have to expect cards either like Heatwave or Eskel. Probably one of them is in the deck. And also Simlas into Equinoxes, of course. Yeah, my opponent takes the Rebuke, which makes sense. I think we just play Plunder. I mean, that's a bit of an awkward choice. I maybe just take this, honestly. I think I will spend 3 times. I would be happy to get another Rebuke out, honestly. Less removal for my opponent later on, which is always good. So yeah, with this Necker list, on blue coin you usually just try to not lose an even. You rarely contest for the round. I mean, I'm just playing because I don't feel like I'm threatened too much. But yeah, usually you just try to get a pass round 1, you don't really try to win the round. And yeah, we got a pass, and we got 4th into call into Gwent, which is very committal from my opponents, so I'm feeling happier about what I spent this round. And yeah, I mean, I could kill this Gwent with the Freak Show, but I would rather keep the Freak Show at this point. I don't think I can win the round against Gift anyway, so I'm just gonna take a pass here. So yeah, on blue coin, you just try to not lose on even. And on red coin, you can just play for carryover, play for reach, maybe drop a Siri to help you in defending the bleed. Because this deck should be able to beat almost every deck in the game in the long run. There shouldn't really be any decks that you lose to in the long run. So yeah. It should usually be fine to just take long round against most decks, so usually most decks will try to bleed you, right? And it's all about defending the bleed well. I mean, we really want access to Necker, so I need to mulligan here. I'm considering mulliganing Ignatius, I have him as a finisher later. But like my opponent already spent 1 caress, it might be possible that the poisons do something, although it's unlikely because opponent could also play Shaping Nature to put Veil. I mean, this is probably too many bounties. Yeah. Okay, this is actually a good to have, because it's a poison I can float, which is nice. Alright, so I think I'm gonna open Caleb with Leader. It gets me ahead, it deals with the engine. It's gonna put me at 9 coins, which I guess is a bit awkward if Caleb gets rebuked. Yes, I'm gonna probably have to overprofit, but I want to deal with this engine, and I mean the alternative is to just use Leader without the bounty, but I always like to pair the Leader with a bounty card, especially Caleb in this list, because then you immediately get the 1 damage back from the passive, which is nice. And yeah, I mean, it's also just points on my bounties. I think it's fine. Also, my opponent won't have a Treant for the rebuke right now, so I mean, it's fine. And if the Caleb doesn't die, then we just put a bounty on whatever my opponent plays next. Okay, takes the rebuke, that's fine. I think we just play the poison then. We might end up not over-profiting anyway if my opponent gives me a poison target here, so it might be fine anyway. Yeah, like this is something I don't really mind poisoning, I'm gonna be honest. I think I do it just so I don't over-profit. I mean, I could also play the Freak Show to deal with it. But that over-profits, so I think I just like this more. Like, I might have gotten a better poison later, but I don't know. This also allows me to play the Candle next. Like, I might want to save Freak Show for next round, potentially. Okay, I like this. Another idea was obviously playing Hysteria and Leader, but that overprofits a lot, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, opponent is playing Forest Protector into Rebuke. That's not very efficient, is it? We just drop the Candle, get ahead. Potentially looking to play Sirinova soon. Askel, sure. I'm gonna offer him a pass, because I really don't mind giving him a pass, honestly. Because he plays both Eskel and Heatwave, sure. I mean, now I want to get ahead. I think I just do this. I mean, both toll punishes are gone, so I don't mind giga buffing these hounds. Get ahead this way. Yeah, we can always get ahead of Ignatius with Ignatius if my opponent plays Simlas, I think. So yeah. And if he plays a bad card, then I just drop the freak show, right? So yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm not on high MMR with this list this season. You can see that by the quality of gameplay from my opponent. That's because I don't have Syndicate in my top 4 factions this season. But it honestly might jump into my top 4 factions later. Many people have really good results with it on ladder. If you check the leaderboard, a lot of top 8 players have Syndicate as their best faction right now. So I might honestly play this list a lot more and try to get it to higher MMRs. But I decided to record a video about it anyway now, because a bunch of people were asking for some Syndicate gameplay, and this is the list I reached really high MMR with last season, so it's definitely still really good. Alright, we move this. I mean, I don't want to break my location. I have Necker from the bank, so that's fine. Yeah, we should be cruising here. So yeah, I will see if I play this list more. I might make another video about it once I reach high MMR. But yeah, it should be a pretty smooth game. I mean, still have the Necker left, the huge Ignatius. I guess I have to play this first to guarantee getting the Necker. So right now we only see 6 cards. So technically if the Necker is at the bottom, I wouldn't be able to play it right now from the bank. So Simlas into double Equinox, I guess. I mean, 7-point Equinoxes aren't really worth to play, let's be honest. I mean, I just spend once. I only need 2 coins to guarantee the Necker, so I don't want to over profit. This Roland will give me a lot of coins anyway. Yeah, we'll play Necker next, then Ignatius. Pretty simple. Necker was actually at the top, so we're gonna over profit by a lot, but that's fine. We obviously kill the fledgling here. I don't have another poison, so honestly I think I just go for the Salamandra Mage. It's just the most points here. So I'll kill this. So I need to spend 3 coins with these. And yeah. Pretty easy win here. Win by 20 points. But yeah, that's often how games with this list look like. I mean, usually you have to commit a bit more to defend the bleed. But I usually just try to defend the bleed. Sometimes you have to play Necker in run 2 and then you try to win with card advantage and a big Ignatius. But yeah, if opponent is value bleeding, then you can often save the Necker and then win round 3 with it. So yeah, let's jump into the next game, I guess. Alright, so we got another game here against Deathwish. Deathwish is not a good matchup for this list. as it's just like a very point slammy deck that also can save a lot of points for a short run 3. So if Deathwish can push you very deep in round 2 and then guarantee a short run 3, it might be tough to beat. But we will try our best here. Hopefully we can get a strong hand here. I don't think I need the plunder right now. And honestly, the hand is looking fine. Yeah, I kind of like the hand. Like, we have a bunch of bounties with this. I have a potential 1-turn poison, like even 2 poisons, right? So yeah, I think I like this quite a lot. So I mean, I want to play around the Riptide. I would still rather sacrifice the poison to Riptide than the Executioner, I'm gonna be honest. If the Executioner dies, then this round could get very awkward to play out, so... I mean, another idea was playing Gellert and then using Crystal Skull on the Roach to completely block the Riptide, but Gellert is really good later on for the poison switch. So I kind of want to save him if I can. Now this is safe from Riptide, so we can play it. There's an argument to give bounty to this troll, as my opponent's probably gonna consume it, but... I mean... Okay. I mean, I did not expect an Enraged Ifrit. That is really bad, actually. That is really bad for me. Also with the Roach jumping out. Okay. That's not good. I think I commit the Gellert then. Alright, so I maybe should have played this in the back row. Yeah. Play around the Colossal Ifrit more. And also this, I guess. Alright. I will take it slow. We're gonna apply bounty to this. Now the question is... I think I just hold. And I either play the poison next, or I play Freak Show. Not sure, honestly. Like, we could poison it with this and play the Morale. Or I could play the Freak Show and then maybe play Caleb. Like, I might get a better poison than this 8. It's like, what is opponent's deck gonna be? Like, constructs with these leaders? I mean, it's definitely not standard. Okay, riders, sure. Well, I don't know what my opponent's deck is, so it's gonna be tough to play around cards. But I will try my best, I guess. Yeah, let's do this. I'm not sure if I should be playing around Riptide or like a vanilla Geralt at this point. I'm gonna play around Riptide, but I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent just is a vanilla Geralt. I mean, this seems like a random deck with just random cards, so... anything could happen here, honestly. That may be an argument to spend some coins on the Freak Show, but I kinda want to keep the flexibility. I mean, we're obviously staying in this round for some time at this point. Like, I want to play the Caleb, play the poisons, probably maybe even play the entire hand, honestly. Okay, so we play the Caleb now. Entire hand except Necker, of course. Gonna set up a Hysteria and then just hold. We're ahead by a decent margin at this point. I guess another thing I should mention is you shouldn't really be scared of committing with this deck in round 1. Like, you have so many good cards in this deck anyway, that it's completely fine to commit cards like Gerler, Caleb, Freakshow round 1. As long as you don't lose on even, it's usually fine, and maybe sometimes you can even win the round if they stick. Like, I mean, they're sticking for now here, so... So yeah, I would say we're doing completely fine. Let's do this. I mean, I can play into this round kind of for free. This is very efficient. We're also farming the leader value, so I don't see a reason to pass in this position, right? Like, my engines are sticking. So yeah. I guess my opponent could kill the poison with Colossal Ifrit, in theory. One thing that could have maybe been devastating earlier would be a Frenzied Dao to move both of my engines. I'm not sure if opponent just missed it or didn't play it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a Frenzied Dao in the deck though. Yeah, we take the round, which is nice. I mean, just gonna pass into round 3. There is no reason to bleed ourselves, let's say. So I'm gonna move this because I'm looking for better cards. I don't think I'm even playing the Siri. If I play the Siri, first of all, she could just be answered. But even if she doesn't get answered, my opponent could just get ahead. And I don't really want to lose my last say against whatever this is. So... And I'm also scared of like a Manticore, I'm gonna be honest. This seems like a pretty random deck, so I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent plays a Manticore, destroys the Siri, and that also gains card advantage. So I think I'm just passing here. Honestly, that's what you would often do against most decks in this position anyway. You just don't really want to risk going a card down just to play the Siri. The carryover is not that important. That's why I often play Siri in round 1 if I have access to her in this list. Because I usually assume I'm winning long round against most decks anyway. So I might as well play the Siri round 1 to make the bleed for my opponent harder, as they have to play into the Siri. Okay, I mean we can get these cards with these 2 tutors. It's fine. I get the candle from the Necker, which is not ideal. Usually you obviously prefer it the other way around, but I mean, I don't have candle in hand. I'm not gonna move the location here. We might go for like an early Necker, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna open with Siri first. If he uses his Manticore now, I mean, sure, I don't mind. That's better than killing an engine. Yeah, I think I'm going for the Necker as soon as I get like a bounty or poison target. Just to get the candle on the board early, and also one of the engines. That certainly works. Yeah, we just Necker now. Okay. Over profit slightly, that's fine. I think I play around the Manticore, I don't know. I just have a feeling my opponent has it in the deck. If I mean, I play into a Geralt or another Tolpanish, but that's fine. Then I can maybe buff my other engines high as well. This plays around Riptide, as Riptide is 9 power now, so Riptide doesn't kill this drill anymore. So yeah. Yeah, there is a Geralt, sure. I'm not surprised to see that either. But yeah, I also expect a Manticore at this point. Okay, so we kill the Fiend. And then again, I'm gonna play them around the Manticore. I guess I played into Riptide, but I'm honestly not sure my opponent has the Riptide. Okay, he does have a Riptide, sure. And it's kind of impossible to play around every card. That's fine, that's fine. Play Roland now. Buff him as well. To be fair, I didn't really need this Executioner anymore. I'm probably not applying more bounties, because Bank gets me Ignatius, so it's honestly fine for this Riptide to kill it. I maybe should have just honestly given him the Manticore on the Executioner, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe. Because Siri was blocking the Riptide nicely. So I think I'm gonna kill this Harpy, because he might have another one. I did play into Igni, I guess. Now, if my opponent has an Igni, fair enough. Playing both Igni and Vanilla Geralt would be quite the choice, I have to say. I should have probably played Roland in the back row the previous turn. Okay, there's no Igni, just a Heatwave, that's fine. Opponent is thinking about consuming the Mamuna, I guess, yeah. Sure. You know, let's do this and just buff it. It would be fun if my opponent just doesn't have the Manticore. I don't know, when I see a weird deck like this, it just screams like, I play a Manticore, by the way, smile. Because it's a card you don't normally play, but it can catch people off guard, I guess, and yeah. I want to play around it. I don't really want to lose to a random Manticore, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, that flash, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna float the poison now, maybe opponent gets baited for some reason to consume the Sekimara. Like, he didn't deal with this failed experiment last turn, so in theory he shouldn't be able to deal with it now. And we have one more poison in hand, so I don't really care if he eats this again with his leader. Or maybe I should have just taken the value. I'm probably just winning anyway if I do, but I don't know. I think this is fine. Hot Prince on an egg, sure. I'm gonna take the poison now, I guess. I mean, in theory, I could bang into another poison if it's somehow more points than the Ignatius is. I don't think it ever will be, but... Last card is what? Is it the Rakas Queen? Is it like another just another consume? Erondite, maybe? Let's see, I guess. Yeah, just another consume. It's just a 4-point card. My opponent didn't really need the consume here, but sure. Alright, so take the win here. Can't really use these coins, but oh well, doesn't really matter. Alright. Well, pretty smooth game. My opponent's deck was pretty weird, to be fair, so to be expected. Let's see how the next game goes, I guess. Alright, we got Gandalf himself playing Enslave. Alright, well, now we got a better player, an open winner, so let's see how this goes. We got blue coin again, which is a shame, because I kinda wanted to show you guys how to play this deck on red coin, but fun fact, the last 9 games I played with this list, I got 9 blue coins in a row, which is a bit crazy. But alright, it's fine. Don't really need the plunder. In the hand is honestly fine. Enslave 6. Sure. Let's just open with this. This matchup is pretty good for Necker. Usually you just have to be really careful to not play into the leader, Artod, and cool too much. You also usually don't self-poison with Gellert too much in this matchup, because obviously the opponent can get poisons as well. Let's apply bounty to this, it's just good value. Then I might play the Siri and maybe pass, we will see. Okay, Gandalf plays Taurus. What did he get? He got Freak Show, Drill, and Gellert. Makes sense. I mean, I think I will play the Poison then, for some tempo. Can finish it off with the Experiment. I mean, I don't mind winning the round if I can win it for free. Why not, right? Gives him a good remedy later, which is the downside, but oh well, that's fine. You just have to be careful about it. Yeah, let's poison. If he doesn't pass, yeah, I'm probably just gonna drop the Siri, I think. First round. And if she doesn't pass here, I'm pretty sure I'm just passing, yeah. Alright. So we get carryover for next round. Which might make it awkward for him to actually make the points in round 2. I mean, I guess he has 2 cards to do it in theory, but the thing is, he's only gonna have good cards in his hand, presumably, so might be awkward for him. We obviously drop the candle, and then I will decide if I want to do like a soft push or not, I guess. And we will see. There's diplomacy here. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind like soft pushing. Yeah, I mean, it gives him like a kudos, I'm not sure. Let's soft push, honestly. Let's utilize this Siri. I don't mind if he leaders this. He can kill it with Ku, I guess. Which I think is fine. I think I actually go for like a pretty big smart here now. So we do this. I'm getting 7 coins. Let's spend like this. Then let's also kill this. Usually you don't push in this Masha, but I got the CV carryover, so it's honestly kind of, it makes me kind of tempted to push. I mean, I should have protected the drill from the coup. Probably should have, honestly. Yeah. Big show and leader, I guess. Alright, I mean, we get the leader out, which is good. I might keep pushing, honestly. Do I? Yeah, I think so. Let's play the morale on this. It probably forces a Vilgefortz on the morale. And then I might get a... And then I basically guaranteed to get an Executioner, which is really nice. And if he doesn't take the Vilgefortz, then I just complete the poison, which is also nice. Like, I kind of want to abuse the fact that Vilge pulls this Executioner guaranteed. I mean, that is just asking to get Necker. Yeah. We just take the Necker, because we can purify this. Yeah, just hold. There's an argument to like spend and kill this, but I kinda want to hold coins for this. I mean, Ku is gone anyway, he can't coup this, so... Yeah. So that's like another thing you can do with this deck. Sometimes if your hand is really good and you're series ticked from round 1, you can just go for a smirk. Win a short round 3 with Ignatius or just 2-0 honestly. Because first say advantage is often really good. Get to establish your engines and it's hard to deal with them for the opponent. So yeah. Right, Gandalf is buffing the Vigo here, sure. I think I just take the Slander. Use this. And I'm gonna hold, I guess. Yes, Artod. Yeah, he gave up. GG. I mean, this matchup is really bad for him. Not much he could do, but yeah. Again, like, Bounty Neck is just a very strong list. If you don't lose on even, you can just control opponent's board super well, kill all the engines, basically. Super tough for opponents to play around it. So yeah, we'll take the win here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the video here. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.